Losing stories that will touch the sky.
All right. Man, I got a doozy today. I actually had a video that I actually wanted to use, but it was too big. It wouldn't let me put it on. Today, we'll be talking about disagreements over prenups. Y'all hip to prenups? What a prenup is? Something like that. You know, prenups and marriages. I think everybody on this panel been married. If not married, about to get married, still married, something like that. So we're going to look at a video and let's see what this thing is all about. I got a couple of questions to see if you smart people can give me the answers to it. Let's go.
All right, now most of us have heard the song Gold Digger by Kanye West. And we know that line when he yells, "We won't prenup, we won't prenup." Now, he's, of course, talking about a prenuptial agreement where you basically agree to not touch each other's money if you ever get divorced. How would you react if you were asked to sign a prenup?
When it comes to prenups, I'm old school. I think if I'm going to trust you and marry you, therefore, I do not want to sign a prenup. I think that if I'm going to marry you, I trust you enough that if things don't work out, that you will be fair. I think that signing a prenup plants a seed of doubt, and it gives you an out, and it makes it okay if it doesn't work out. And honestly, I think that marriage is a commitment. It's a lifelong commitment that you are making. I understand, obviously, some divorces, it just doesn't work out that easily.
Over half.
Over half. But for me personally, I think once you say I do, then you do. And if someone asked me to sign a prenup, I don't think I'd go through with the marriage. I really don't.
I think it is a complete mistake not to sign a prenup. It is a complete mistake. And here's why. And those of you out there who have been married before, then you know that the person you marry is not the person that you divorce. Right? And it's all fine and good when you're preparing a marriage. And when things go bad, I feel like as women, we should be powerful, and we should be in charge and in control of our futures. And I also think that people think that prenups are only about money. But I have lots of clients that have signed prenups. For example, a recent client of mine signed a prenup. The only thing she wanted in the prenup is she said, if we divorce, you cannot take my kids. And it was really clear up front. Because we all know sometimes you want something, right? And then you are left holding the bag.
So the thing that I like actually about prenups is, as you said, a lot of couples, over 50%, are getting divorced these days. One of the main reasons for divorce is financial issues. And so it brings up the financial conversation prior to getting married. A lot of times people don't realize where people are financially until after they get married. They don't realize how much debt someone's in or how many properties they might have or where money might be stashed. It's a good conversation to start prior to getting married so that you know what you're getting into.
But is there a certain economic level to participate in a
Before
prenup? Or is it just for everybody?
No.
I had nothing to prenup before. If you leave me, you're going to get half. We ain't got nothing. So if we leave you, I'm going to take 80%. We have nothing. When I married Marjorie, I had something. But we didn't do a prenup. Because I knew this is the chick I'm going to the tape with.
Right. But, I think that is admirable. However, I just don't think that most men think like you.
I
don't think most people think like you. And I think it's important.
But that's why you can't go marry most men. I dated most men. I dated them all. And I knew when I was dating them that they were the type of person to not be fair at the end. That's why I did not marry them. I married my husband, who I knew no matter what, at the end of the day, it did not matter what happened between us and what beef we had at the end of the day, he was going to be fair. And one of the reasons why I married him is because I knew when we had kids, unlike my circumstance, that not only was he going to be fair with me, but if something did happen between us, he was going to be there for my daughter no matter what. He would have never abandoned me, and he would never abandon my kid.
All right, now.
What do you think? What do you think about a prenup now?
I think they are very needed.
Or you think they necessary? Now, let me ask you a question. After watching this video, do you think you would want to sign one?
I will want to sign one, and I will want somebody to want to sign one if they're with me. Yeah, I'm all for pre.
Why? What's your reason of why you would want them to sign one?
In my case, who I marry is not who I divorce. That was very simple. I agree wholeheartedly with the lawyer. You don't know a person, like people switch when they go to divorce. It's
Okay. What do you think about that, JT? After watching this, would you still want one?
I personally don't believe in prenups because I don't have prenup money. I have assets, but I mean, I'm not saying they're assets. Anybody like, oh, I got a house in Warrensville Heights. I got a couple retirement accounts. Like, you're not going to go far with that. Like, even if you get it, you're not going far with it. Like, I'm not broke, but I'm not poor. And yes, I can leave my wife something, but it has to be an equitable split with my kids. I saw a great story, and I just want to share this story, and I'm going to shut up. A guy married a woman 30 years younger than him. They were together for multiple decades. Their 20th wedding anniversary, the woman went to file for divorce. But the man was smart enough to marry her in the Dominican Republic, where you don't have to notify your spouse that you're getting divorced. That's the only country in the world where you don't have to notify your spouse you're getting a divorce. After 30 years, she went and filed a divorce to get this guy's money. And she went to her lawyer. The lawyer was like, you're already divorced. He divorced you 10 years ago. Because he knew she was going to do the bullshit she did. He saved himself because he knew it wasn't going to last because they already had a 30-year age difference. So what I'm saying is, if you have assets that are generationally affected, like I'm going to pass it down to my kids and my kids can pass it down to their grandkids and your great-grandkids, yeah, you probably need to just to make sure your ancestors and your lineage is covered.
Well, I've been looking, and they're saying that young people in their 20s,
That shit.
in their 20s, what's happening?
Hey.
Smoking told me what I said.
You don't got nothing.
I'm done with you, Jazz. We over, Jazz.
I was outside being a good mother.
Good mama outside.
I had to
Wait
take my
over Wednesdays get you every time, sis. Wait over Wednesday gets you every time, sis.
I had never been until today.
That was your first?
Me and my kids' first time, yeah.
Wow. It's a good time.
Yeah, we went with my mother and my aunt. But my kids always have football. They always got some type of practice. But since the heat index, they shut everything down. And it's Juneteenth, so they don't got boxing or wrestling or football.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we be
That's
busy.
good to see.
Hey, y'all. What y'all talking about?
Well, I'm going to let a little bit of it play for you, Jan, so you can see where we at.
All right.
Here's a little bit.
You know what?
I'm going to let a little bit play so Jazz can come on in and know where we at.
No, Jazz, she just got to catch up.
She got to catch up. Now, we're going to give her a little snippet.
Okay.
Ain't no problem, baby. I can run with the best of them.
Uh-oh. There you go, Jazz. See what you think about this.
They must not be too good either.
JT, you see that? You see? You know what? He was talking
No,
about my
Jazz,
hair.
you came for me. You came for me.
You was
That's
talking about
something
my
I didn't even
hair.
say. That was Tim talking, not me.
All right, now most of us have heard the song Gold Digger by Kanye West. And we know that line when he yells, "We want prenup, we want prenup. Now, he's, of course, talking about a prenuptial agreement where you basically agree to not touch each other's money if you ever get divorced. How would you react if you were asked to sign a prenup?
When it comes to prenups, I'm old school. I think if I'm going to trust you and marry you, therefore, I do not want to sign a prenup. I think that if I'm going to marry you, I trust you enough that if things don't work out, that you will be fair. I think that signing a prenup plants a seed of doubt, and it gives you an out, and it makes it okay if it doesn't work out. And honestly, I think that marriage is a commitment. It's a lifelong commitment that you are making. I understand, obviously, some divorces, it just doesn't work out that easily.
Over half.
Over half. But for me personally, I think once you say I do, then you do. And if someone asked me to sign a prenup, I don't think I'd go through with the marriage. I really don't.
I think it is a complete mistake not to sign a prenup. It is a complete mistake. And here's why. And those of you out there who have been married before, then you know that the person you marry is not the person that you divorce. Right? And it's all fine and good when you're preparing a marriage. And when things go bad, I feel like as women, we should be powerful, and we should be in charge and in control of our futures. And I also think that people think that prenups are only about money. But I have lots of clients that have signed prenups. For example, a recent client of mine signed a prenup. The only thing she wanted in the prenup is she said, if we divorce, you cannot take my kids. And it was really clear up front. Because we all know sometimes you want something, right? And then you are left holding the bag.
So the thing that I like actually about prenups is, as you said, a lot of couples, over 50%, are getting divorced these days. One of the main reasons for divorce is financial issues. And so it brings up the financial conversation prior to getting married. A lot of times people don't realize where people are financially until after they get married. They don't realize how much debt someone's in, or how many properties they might have, or where money might be stashed. It's a good conversation to start prior to getting married so that you know what you're getting into.
Is there a certain economic level to participate in a
Before
prenup?
they
Or is it just for everybody?
No.
I had nothing to prenup before. If you leave me, you're going to get half. We ain't got nothing. So if we leave you, I'm going to take 80%. We have nothing. When I married Marjorie, I had something. But we didn't do a prenup. Because I knew this is the chick. I'm going to the tape with this.
So there you go. What you think about that, Jazzy? We're talking about prenups tonight. So the question is, after watching this video, would you still sign one? Sign a prenup if you got with somebody? Whether they had a whole
What you
bunch
about
of...
to say, Smoke? What you about to say?
I'm listening to you.
I will sign a prenup on one condition.
You will?
Yep.
What condition?
If I'm not responsible for any of the bills while we're together.
Huh?
I knew it was gonna be something like that. I knew it. I knew it was gonna be something like that.
You still at Wade Oval?
No, I'm at home.
Dad, what you sipping on, Dad? What you sipping on?
Hey, give me some.
What?
I ain't been drinking.
Shit.
What?
He
You
like she should.
JT, what you about to say, JT? What you about to say, JT? This is
Okay.
how I feel.
No, okay. So the only thing that I want to say is, if a man into the relationship, say he moved into your crib, right? You got this nice little crib, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You gave him a little man cave where he can go in this hall and do his thing. But you be like, and he said, I'm not paying none of the bills here. I give you a couple of dollars when you need it. And by that, I mean like $200. You would not stand for that shit.
You gotta go.
That's what I'm saying. You wouldn't stand for it.
But
If
what
you-
I said was, I
Pay
was
the
signing a
mortgage.
prenup if he pay all the bills.
If you're paying a mortgage more than $1,000, and if it's a nice size house, you know your utilities come, heat 300-400, water, sewage, another 400, cable is like 150 now. Like, and he said, I got 200 on it, but I love you. You be okay with that?
No.
So why the fuck would a man be comfortable with a girl like, well, this really ain't my shit. I love you and I'm gonna stay here, but you get a pass not to pay nothing. Bitch, you can take your broke ass the fuck out of here.
That's
and
not what I'm saying, JT.
One thing for the woman who said they might want my kids. Nobody wants your fucking kids.
Nobody wants the kids.
If you don't sign a prenup, you might try to take your kids. Don't nobody want your motherfucking kids.
The lady said that part of the deal was
no. Take your kids and get the fuck on. I don't want your kids.
My kids tell you my mama barely won't do it.
You done woke Monique up now.
That's not true, JT. Bitter men do some big shit, and you'd be surprised by how much we gotta fight these bitter men over these badass kids, okay?
The step kids or his biological kids?
His biological kids. The deal was...
She made reference to step kids. She said my kids, he's going to take my kids, not saying our kids. That's what the quote was. She said, am I wrong, Smoke?
Nope, you're not wrong.
She didn't say our kids. She said
maybe
my
she
kids.
felt like they were her kids. Like, even though they
put that for the stepchildren and don't no nigga want to raise some shit he didn't create.
He didn't. They didn't
oh my God.
not
specify. I call my kids, even when I'm talking to their dad. Those are my kids. I know they our kids, but
they're not your kids, sis. They're not yours.
My mama.
You share them.
With 4 other siblings.
See, therein lies the problem. Therein lies the problem. Because there are our kids. You couldn't have had them if I didn't put them in you. You are a receptacle to carry them, and that's it.
Boom.
Once you have them, they're my children.
Church.
They're my seed, not yours. So they're more my kids than they are yours. So why can't I have the same right that you got as having them being my kids? Why can't I have the same rights you got?
I ain't say you can't have the same rights. I don't mind if you want to take your children with you, baby. I'll be a weekend mama.
Jazz, bring the camera up. Let us see your pretty face.
No, I'm my locks.
You understand what I'm saying, man? It's the whole dynamic of this. My kid is coming out of a woman's mouth. My kid. But it ain't your kid when I gotta pay child support. Then they mine.
Well, I don't know. I don't see child
It ain't
support.
your kid when you gotta feed them. Then I gotta feed them.
No, they my kids.
But then they become our kids when it's when the financial responsibility is laid on me.
Pick me. Hold on, wait. Monique, let me tell you something. You gotta remember this. You listening? Smoke older than your mama.
What is that?
What you gotta do to bring it up?
Wait. No, let me finish.
Jazz, bring that camera up so you can see your pretty face. Bring your camera up.
No, let me finish because this is.
Bring the camera up, Jazz. There you go.
Let me finish. So I'm gonna say this. When I said that, Smoke comes from a generation of men who take care of their children and want their children and want a father and all that. He come from that generation.
Okay.
Right. Then JT and Tim is in that too. But Smoke a little bit older than them. But what I'm saying is, the ones we have at our age range is a different story.
Okay.
So Smoke is right. I'm gonna let y'all have that. All 3 of y'all had it, but we got to figure out what age range we talking to.
Nah. Here's why I disagree with you. I don't give a shit if they're 6 months or 20 years old. If you made them with another man, you brought them into the relationship, you take them out of the relationship.
They didn't say stepchildren though. She not.
Okay, so I'm assuming they're yours and not ours. She did not use the term ours.
So we're gonna argue over. No.
That would be written in the prenup anyway. Actually, who kids they are.
We're gonna over context.
That would be in the prenup. That would be in there. So y'all ain't got to argue that because that will be in there.
I would implore any woman that if God forbid I got divorced, moving forward, like, you ain't gonna get my kids. I don't want your motherfucking kids. That's number one. Number two,
JT, you referred to stepkids, right?
Yes.
yeah, because I ain't having no more.
Okay.
But we thinking that she's saying it in a way of those are their kids. It's just the way the
She
lawyer
did
said
not
it.
say that, and I don't know how you draw that inference based on you can't have my kids, so nobody wants your motherfucking kids. Let's start there.
Monique finding that funny as what? Nobody would think.
Number two, that man had a house in the
I want my kids. Damn, I'm stuck with them.
so.
Somebody go get these prenup babies.
Nah. Number two is if I had a house and a car and the ability to support myself before I met you, whatever you came into this with is what you leave with. Your suitcase. But don't ask for a financial investment from some shit you did not buy. You could even help renovate it, but it's still mine.
Now they say stats according. They said more people in their mid-20s to mid-30s are getting prenups now. Mid-20s to mid-30s, people are getting them with or without having a whole bunch of finances. They're getting prenups when they get married.
You're protecting a knapsack and a Scooby-Doo lunchbox, nigga.
Hey, at least you get to walk away with the Scooby-Doo, though.
All I'm saying is you have nothing. If you have assets to protect, and if you're marrying somebody that you think would take your assets from you, and that's, again, just like we talked to Miss Shopaholic last week, that's a reflection of your personal decisions because you chose the wrong one.
Yeah.
You chose the wrong one.
So let me ask y'all this. So why do you think so many people are getting prenups these days? Why do you think so many people are just starting to do this? We know in the mid-20s and mid-30s, but why such a big thing now in 2024?
Because women destroyed it.
Oh.
You know what, Smoke?
Go with that. Go with that. I want to hear more.
I want to hear more too.
Women destroyed. Women destroyed everything about marriage. Women destroyed everything about the family structure. They destroyed everything, and the reason why they destroyed it is because they want me at a finished product to take care of your Burger King working ass, but you ain't put no help in to get this. But then you gonna leave me and take all my. So all this came along and about it because of y'all sprinkle, whatever, and all this stuff about all I want is the bag. I don't want. That's what I'm gonna get. Ooh, he play football when you ain't tackled nobody, you ain't ran no yard, you ain't did nothing, and you want 80%.
Well, let me ask you.
Did nothing but be there. You was working at Burger King when I met you.
Smoke, I feel like
I'm making $2 million, so you want to get my $2 million.
Smoke, do you think a woman is entitled though? If she your wife and then y'all decide to separate, do you think she's entitled?
I put it like this.
Any other money?
I put it like this. If a man is a man, he gonna take care of his family.
No, I'm saying prenup, Smoke. Do you think she's entitled to some of the money?
I'm saying a prenup of what? You ain't got no rights to nothing I have.
Yeah, listen to me. In the
You
prenup,
don't have no rights to nothing I have unless I give it to you.
Hold on.
So how a court gonna tell me I gotta pay you because you made a choice to be with me? I took care of you, and then you gonna try to put me in a position to where you were when I met you? Come on out of here, man. It ain't making no sense.
I was with you. I was with y'all in this conversation until y'all made this a gender thing. Why we can't say people in prenups? Why we got to make it seem like women the only ones?
Because gender. Number two, I guarantee you, if you look at the data, there are more women asking for prenuptial agreements than men. And those men that are asking for a prenuptial agreement are in the upper stratosphere of money making. Those women that want that prenuptial agreement come from money. They have inheritance. They have grants and all that. They have something that they can fall back on. So it's very gender specific. The reality of it is you can meet a pretty hood chick, like I'm talking about gorgeous in the projects. But the reality is if she don't come from shit, she never earned shit, and she meets you, and you got it, she's gonna take it from you because that's the nature.
I agree with you, JT, but all I'm saying is if we ask Mary J. Blige, Kelly Clarkson, and Wendy Williams if they could go back in time and sign a prenup, all of them would have asked for a prenup. I'm just saying there's women out here who make a little money too.
Who chose those bums? You make $50 million every 2 years, and you chose a dude that makes $20,000 that you pay him being your assistant. Dumbass. You get
Britney Spears paid out $30 million to her husband.
No. Let me say this real quick. The reason why I'm saying this is because of this. Men are more likely to marry somebody that came from Burger King than a woman would marry a man that worked at Burger King. So wait a minute. Because it is so skewed that you automatically know that it would not be reversed in most cases. Because a woman is looking for a come up. Is looking for a come up. That's right. We men, we will marry down.
Well,
we will marry down.
Why is that my problem?
Men will marry down, but a woman won't marry down.
But why is that
a woman will not marry down?
That's what I'm trying to understand.
So you can take that any way you want to take it.
We gonna argue. We gonna argue because
Hold on.
chose to marry that Burger King and Rally's all her motherfucking life. And these other bitches that live up the street that's making more money. How the hell is a black man mad at me because he chose to marry the bitch at Burger King with the top hat? No.
What are you talking about? Where you going, Jazz? You took a left turn somewhere.
No, because you yelling about this is what's pissing me off. You keep saying about this woman that works at Burger King. First off,
what I'm saying is,
let me finish.
Men will marry down, and a woman won't marry down.
But that's my thing.
Men will marry down, and a woman won't marry down.
I'm gonna let him finish. I'm gonna let you finish.
Hold on. Yeah, one at a time, so we can hear what y'all saying.
Let him yell again. Let him yell again. Say it again. Smoke. We can hear it.
Men will marry down.
Okay.
Women marry up.
Okay, that's the nature of the woman. All right, hold on now. Let's see what Jazz got to say.
So my problem is, I don't understand. How is it my problem that y'all choose to marry down?
Jazz, why your screen froze?
Hold on.
Oh, I thought that was my camera.
Okay, this is my thing. Why is it that it's our fault that y'all choose to marry down? Like, that's what I'm not understanding. You want to hold this narrative of, oh, the woman is gonna be the one that's the taker, and this is that, and this is what all these other things are yelling across the screen. No smoke, no. You're talking about a dynamic of woman. You're talking about a woman that works at Burger King. I don't work at Burger King. Monique don't work at Burger King. So you gotta stop doing it.
Do you make 6 figures, Jazz? Do you make 6 figures?
Yes, I do, and I can show you.
Do you make 6 figures?
Yes, I do.
You make 6
yes,
figures?
I do.
Would you marry me if I made 10? If I only made 10,000 a year? Would you marry me?
But my thing is
shut up then. I'm right what I'm talking about.
But my thing is why?
That's what I'm talking about.
Why is it our problem that y'all choose to make 6 figures and marry the $10,000 woman?
Because only thing that's important mostly to a woman, and that's what y'all preach about on every show on this doggone network, is you want to get the bag. You want to get the bag. You want to get the bag.
So what you're telling me is you're attracted to a woman who want to get the bag that work at Burger King versus a woman who get the bag is what I'm trying to say to you. You're not listening to what I'm saying.
Jazz,
I'm asking you a question. I said, why do you want the woman that works at Burger King then? If you know there's two different women in a line, right? And you being a man who you are, why do you man with that makes 6 figures or more marry the chick at Burger King?
I can answer that, but Jazz, hold on, Jazz.
That's my question.
Jazz, go back out and get your video back on.
No, because it's freezing. I'm really I want him to answer my question.
Right,
he keep making this statement. I need to understand. You have 2 women in front of you. One that makes 6 figures, one that makes $10 an hour. Y'all choose to marry the bitch to make $10,000 an hour. Why is that our problem? That's your problem that she took your money. Should have never married the heifer that makes $10 an hour.
Jazz, calm down before you have a stroke.
You ain't letting me talk because I'm getting mad.
Calm down before you have a stroke.
Like we make $10 an
Calm
hour,
down
and
before
we
you have
held
a stroke,
responsible
Jazz.
for all the chicks that make $10 an hour.
Calm down
Yeah,
before you have a stroke.
Nah,
Go out
Let
and
me
go back.
say this. Let me
Go ahead.
preface this by saying this. In the, like you said, in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and even the early 70s, there was no problem with the structure of marriage and taking care of one's family until women wanted to be false bitches. You wanted to be a false bitch, so you told me I wasn't shit, and if I marry you, I'm taking your money. That's where all that came from.
You ain't answering the
And ever since then, we didn't have this problem.
He back.
question.
Okay, hold on, Smoke. Let me answer this because Jazz asked a legitimate question, and she actually.
Question. You just yelling.
No, hold on, buddy. Yeah, Jazz asked a legitimate question, and she got a legitimate point.
Yeah.
Say her point was, why would you marry the girl who makes the $10 an hour at Burger King, and then you get upset with the fact that it didn't work out or whatever? Is that what you were saying, Jazz?
Yes, I was upset, and I want to apologize for yelling because I want to try to make this.
Funny, actually.
JT kept yelling at not JT looking all crazy in the camera and Smoke yelling, and I'm really young. I just got out the shower. I'm tired. I've been with kids all day. Like, you know what I'm saying? Then you go sit up here trying to say this chick got Burger King.
Yes. If I ever married you, up off top, I want part of that 6 figures, son.
Right.
Give me
I'm
that.
just trying to figure it out.
No, you go.
Here's the answer to your question, Jasmine.
I was going to say, I was going to answer, but go ahead, JT.
There's a couple of different reasons why men marry down. Number one, people with the lower socioeconomic background really have no concept of what real money looks like. That's number one. Number two, because they're so grateful not to be in the position that they were in, they do things 6 figures will not do. And I'm talking about sexually, I'm talking about submissively, I'm talking about in every other way. Now the problem is, and I like to quote the Eddie Murphy special when he married that African and she got around American women. I deserve half. Y'all remember that little Eddie Murphy?
Yeah.
But when she cool, he's like, bitch, I found it. But when she married money, and they were like, girl, why you let her treat you like that? You deserve half. She changed her whole shit up. Now, that's in jest. But it's the reality. You can find somebody with nothing and make them into something. Share your wealth, share your home, share your ideas, share your intellectual property, and they imbibe themselves with that knowledge, and they become something that they weren't before you met them.
Let me piggyback on what JT's saying, too.
All the things that they used to do when you first met them stops because somebody gets in their ear. That's the reality. Black women poison other black women.
Yep.
And you do it intentionally. Smoke is never say anything to me that's going to be contrary to what we both believe about the black woman. There's nothing that he could say. There's nothing
I
that
don't
Tim.
disagree with what you're saying, JT. I don't disagree with that.
I'm just speaking.
I agree
You asked why. Answer the
with
question.
what that statement you just said, but I still don't understand.
No, here you go.
You have two women in front of you.
Let me try to answer that.
Married the $10 an hour chick,
right?
And you got the other chick here. You got two choices, my brother.
Let me try to answer that, Jazz. Here you go. Look, most men.
No, I don't want you to answer. I want Smoke to answer.
Oh, okay. Well, go ahead, Smoke. You got to answer this. She wants you.
Listen, let me say this too. Since the world has been spinning, and there's been women and men have always dated down. Always. And the reason why they did this, wait, hold on, because the dynamic changed, Dad. The dynamic changed in the late 70s and 80s. The dynamic changed, okay? Because you wasn't involved in the economic structure of the family back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. You wasn't a part of that. So you didn't come from nowhere else but down. You wasn't making 6 figures like you make today. Back in now's time, no woman really did that. So we always had to marry down, and then we always had to stay and take care of our family, right? So at any point during that time, no woman was expected to work. You know how hard it was to get a woman to work back in the 50s and in the 60s because they were at home. And then we move forward to where y'all want to be boss, BITCHs, and y'all want to have a career. So then you want to take on the mantle of a man. Okay, so now you're taking on the mantle of a man when you talk about Mary J. Blige. So she paid like a man. Because she wearing pants, she played like a man. She took on the mantle of a man. So when you do these things, consequences occur. So the history of men has always been, we bring a woman up all the time. Women don't do that for men. You don't do that for men.
Let me
wait a minute, let me finish. I'm answering it the best way I can so you can understand.
I didn't ask. I know everything you're saying. I'm asking you, why would you marry a $10 an hour chick versus a 6-figure chick? I'm not asking what all men would do. I'm asking.
Let me put it like this. I'm only gonna marry a woman that's for me. And that's with me. I'm not gonna marry a woman that is, if she's trying to make a move, because she got to show me that she's with me. If you're not willing to grow with me, then you can step aside. So I could marry a $10 an hour girl, but then as she grows, she gonna get that 15, she gonna get that 20, she gonna go to school, she gonna start making money.
That's amazing, and that's great. We want that for every person in the world, man or woman. We want everyone to continue to grow and be better, be positive, be successful. So I get it. So basically, you don't know.
I just told you. I just told you.
No, what I'm saying to you is this, Mo. I asked you a question. You have 2 women there. Why, if you have the opportunity to pick the 10 or the 6, you telling me you picking the 10 because you want to build her up, you want to motivate her, and it gives me an idea. Y'all might hate me for this, and JT gonna come at me for this.
I didn't say that. I said
it's a sense of control and to be able to mature. How do they call it? How to be able to manicure? How they say? Not say manicure, but be able to groom a young lady or groom a woman who is from the hood, who doesn't make as much, who isn't as successful. So my question is to you, I understand what we've been through and where we came from the 40s all the way to now. Yeah, I was not around that time, and I was not born in the 70s.
Are you listening? Did you listen to what I said?
1990. So no,
did you listen to what I said?
A little bit different. I heard everything you said.
No, you didn't.
I heard yes, I did. I heard
you didn't. Well, your translation is flawed. Your translation is flawed. You're listening in Greek, and I'm speaking in English.
I'm not. It's not Greek, baby. It ain't Greek. It's real.
Hold on, Jazz. Yeah, hold on, Jazz. Go ahead, Monique.
Okay, so I don't listen to both of y'all, and
wait a minute. No, let me finish. Let me explain to her. Let me explain to her what I said, and then I'll give it back. To you.
Hold on.
I said from the beginning, I'm going to date the one that's down with me.
Wait a minute.
I didn't say nothing about nothing else.
Okay, hold on.
I don't care how much money she made or whatever, but she got to be for me, though.
Smoke, hold on.
And that's answering your question.
All right, hold on. Go ahead, Monique.
Okay, so listening to everybody so far, JT, Smoke, and Jazz. Oh, Jazz, you funny. But listening to all y'all, she asked a very simple question. I know y'all trying to turn her question around and give it the answer that y'all think fit into the question, but the question was very simple. And based on the information y'all two have provided, JT, I've been with you all night, but me and you were somewhere here, and I agree with your point, what you were saying, but it sounds to me like y'all picked the bottom of the barrel, the lower chick, because they're easy to tell what to do. They're easy to control. They're willing to do things more sexual.
That's that home economics Bachelor of Science degree talking BS.
Let her finish. Hold on.
This whole time, y'all.
Let her finish.
Y'all, even be over here, and I said in so many ways, the broke chick don't shut up. She gonna do what y'all want her to do. She gonna be appreciative of the little things. She not gonna. It sounds like y'all just want the broke shit because she is accepting of the fact that she came from nothing, so she willing to do a lot to keep that something. But the six figures,
I ain't said nothing like that. I ain't said
I don't know.
nothing like that.
You said that, Smoke. I'm putting in all three of y'all. This is what I heard. Okay, Smoke. All you saying is back in the day, we're not in the 30s no more. Okay,
You know, Smoke was born in 1984.
I gave you an analogy. I gave you an analogy from back in the day so you can understand where it's came, where it's coming, where it's changed. Now today, it's a whole different animal. You want to wear the pants like a man, but you don't want to pay up like a man.
So my question.
Go ahead.
We started this about prenups, right?
Right.
JT, I was in agreement with you when I said, well, what about Kelly Clarkson, Mary J. Blige? You said that's their fault. Who told you to pick a bum?
Yeah.
We agree. That's y'all fault. Who told y'all to pick bums?
Okay.
Oh my God, that's what we talking about. All she said.
I would like to defend myself. First of all, I think you listen to the context of what I'm saying, but I don't think you listen to my final point.
But I heard his final point.
That's the problem. Even in this podcast, we are showing the dysfunction of black men and black women not listening to understand, but listening to make a point. That's the problem. You said, well, why you choose the bum bitch? Because the basis of your conversation, when you said that, stemmed down to manipulation and control. I'm 49 years old. I don't got to control nobody I meet. I don't want to control or dominate somebody I choose to be romantic with. What I want is my equal. What anybody is looking for is their equal. Intellectually, finish my point, please. Intellectually, emotionally, and physically. Back in the day, that might have been the case because I wanted some free chicken nuggets when I was 16 running through the drive-thru. Hey, this fat bitch working McDonald's. Nigga, I'm hungry. Hey, let's go get these McDonald's. All right, flat out. Let's go. That worked for me. At 49 years old, I don't need McNuggets. I need McNuggets, the protein and the carbohydrate that won't run up to diabetes. You understand what I'm saying, Monique?
I hear you.
It's a woman that's able to take care of me, and I can take care of her. If we have to have a written document that stipulates what you came in with is what you leave with, fine. I don't care because I'm good with the shit that I have. I may not have a mansion in Solon, but I'm good with my 3-bedroom crib. I'm good with my luxury truck. Okay. I'm good with where I stand at and my continued ability to earn and side hustle. I don't need shit from anybody.
I thank you.
So for you to ascertain that the only thing that black men do is pick somebody who is not worthy of them and level up to them is completely false. That's not what any man on this panel said, and you're wrong. You're wrong. We were talking about in different ages. Smoke said it from 30s, 40s, 50s. Hell, in the 30s, 40s, we were marrying 16-year-old girls. We raised our girls like we raised our babies. Shit, we raised the girls with our babies. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. But they came in with nothing but a wash pill. And by the time they got divorced, and I'm talking about from my own personal experience, my grandmother had a whole pension from GM. 40 years. She was not broke.
Let me get this other question in.
Parked out in the yard and the smuggler out front. Grandma didn't want for shit.
Let me get this other question in while we got time. That was pretty good from y'all. But let me answer. Let me actually compound in on a little bit of that. And because Jazz's question and Monique was really asking why do and both of y'all said about the Mary J. Blige, was she married down and she paid for it. And I think both of y'all right. And the men married down and they will pay for it if they marry down. I think both of y'all are absolutely right. If you go that way, that's why some people get prenup. So if anything happen, they won't be going through all of this. But I got a question. My third question is, do y'all agree with happy wife, happy life, or do you believe in happy house, happy spouse?
Happy husband, happy spouse.
Happy house, happy spouse, or happy wife,
Oh,
happy
Smoke
life?
said happy husband, happy house. That's what Smoke said.
Yeah. Happy husband, happy spouse.
Why would it rhyme? Happy husband.
Smoke, when are you getting married and going on this cruise?
I'm spending money on this shit, son.
So when you going on this cruise?
I want to know. JT gonna put the hood on. I want to know. It's gonna be somebody's husband.
Is it happy house, happy wife?
Let me call my fire to this smoke. Let me call my fire to this smoke and put her on.
Cause we gotta figure it out. Oh, she there?
Hey, look, I want to say right here. I'm gonna say this right here, and I'm in mind. Happiness, just like sadness, is a fake emotional construct that has been given to us.
Yep, that's it.
Like where we are in certain positions in our life.
Yes, a false narrative, absolutely.
Happiness and sadness are not greater than or less than, they're equal to those feelings that you feel. So, like, are you happy? Like, fuck, I'm breathing. I had something to eat for dinner tonight. I'm cool. Does that make me happy? No. It means I fulfill Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Am I laying up in this air conditioner with a hoodie on? Yeah, because I'm cold as shit. I'm not.
So you basically saying that happiness is based on the objective of what the person give you.
No, who said that? I didn't say that. If your happiness depends on what people give you, you're going to die a sad, lonely death. If you believe in the concept of happiness coming from others,
no one can make you happy.
No one.
No one can make you happy.
Internally, you do that. Internally, you figure out what motivates you to peel your ass out the bed, get up, and do whatever it is you do. Whether go to work, whether go get some breakfast. Like breakfast stops at 9 o'clock in this fucking hotel. So I set my alarm for 8 o'clock.
Live your life with the person. Live your life with the
person. I have to eat some damn breakfast.
So happiness is based on what a person can provide, what they can give you, or is it just
is that like what it is to you, Tim?
Huh?
Is that what it is to you?
No, happiness is pretty much what JT said. It's a fantasy. It's all false.
But I'm asking you, Tim. You the host.
No, happiness is what you make of it.
I see what you're doing.
Yeah, I see what you're doing. But I'm gonna answer it though. I'm glad you asked me. Yes, it's what you build. See, marriage has a lot of branches to it. It's not just you marry and you're supposed to just be in love. It's so much stuff that you have to do to get to the love before you can even say you in love. See what I'm saying? So happiness is going to come derived from what y'all build from the beginning. So a lot of people get the false narrative of saying, I'm in love with this person as soon as I met him. Or I'm in love. You won't even know that person. It takes years to do it.
I'm going to say this. I don't believe in love like that. I don't.
As well, you
love like what?
There's different
I love myself, but I don't I love my children. I don't really believe in like that feeling. Oh, I feel so in love with this person. Like I don't feel like that. I thought I felt like that because somebody gave me that term and gave me a definition of in school when I was younger. But I can never say when I've actually felt like I was in love. I feel like it's just like happiness. It's just like sadness. It's just like those terms. I feel like it's more so just something we think we feel that we see. So when you say love and happy, but if you ain't came about to me, I care about your player. You know, I got some. What they say, love for you.
Where you get that from?
I give you a donation or something. Broke something, you need something. You know, I got.
No, where the Jazz?
I got a couple beds.
Jazz, hold on. Where you get that from?
What you mean? That's just how I feel.
So that means that's something that you
when
came
I say
up with.
Feel, that's how I think. Yeah, that's
right.
Like,
So that's your opinion. That don't mean it don't exist.
I didn't say it didn't exist. All I said is, to me, it's not a thing.
Okay, that's because I'm saying you was never in love with none of your kids' father.
No.
But okay with me, you wouldn't smoke.
Nah, don't jump on her smoke because she's enlightened. She's enlightened. If happiness is a fake social construct, sadness is a fake social construct, then so is love. Like, think about it like this. You've been so in love with a woman that you would fucking do whatever she asks. But when y'all get into that, it's like, bitch, I'll kill you.
Y'all trying to say.
So where did that love go when you was?
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that I'm not saying
you. That whole ass everybody you come with.
JT, I'm not saying it don't exist.
Hold on. I ain't saying I can't have emotion for you. I got a little flutter. I get a little smile when I see you, but I just don't.
That's because you never experienced it yet. You just never been with a person that gave you that type of love.
When you left your baby's father, or when y'all, what emotions did you go through? How did you feel when that love that you thought you had, you brought two human beings in the world with that man, and when it was over, how did you feel?
No way. And that's truth to God. That's truth to God. And I really don't. I'm gonna be honest. Hold on. I felt like what I felt at that moment was,
come on,
I gotta make sure that I get that I am together, that I have myself together, I got my pieces together. The reason I have had, like I say all the time, the reason I had my youngest son, my oldest son is not by my ex-husband, but he's been with me since my oldest son was 6 months old.
Okay, I didn't know.
So it's okay. But me and my ex-husband was breaking up around that time. We wasn't even married yet when I was pregnant with my youngest son. So we got married because of me being pregnant and he wanted a baby. His parents are older. His parents, when we was in our 20s, his parents was in their late 60s, 70s.
So you just have never experienced
So it was an agreement. It was an agreement. So it was an agreement that we're gonna do this.
Right.
We're gonna stick together. No, I'm gonna be smoke whatever, and I'm being very transparent. Like I'm being very transparent. Like you try to work yourself to love, but it's like for real. Like me and him had this conversation before. I could say this all in front of him. He's gonna agree. No, I did not feel like that about him. It was easy because how easy he made my life when he came into it.
So
like, yeah, hold on, wait. Like financially, David never. I've always taken care of everything financially, even just a lot of the things. So nothing financially. My youngest son was attached to him so much, so it's like, how dare I not give this man gratitude? How dare I not try to give this man love? How dare I not? When we got divorced, I asked him, did he want to work it out? Is it worth it? I asked 4 times. He said no 4 times. I prayed on it. I asked him again that morning before I went to file and pay for the divorce. He was like, no, I don't really. Why you keep asking me that? Like, dog me.
So you weren't in love with him, though. You weren't in love with him, though.
No, David tell you I wasn't. No.
Yeah.
But I was trying to be couples therapy, everything. Like I'd pay for a lot of things to help us.
Yeah, that's not gonna make you be in love.
No, but that's why I feel like that. I feel like that's like I would love to fall in love one day if it's a thing. But I don't feel like it's a thing. Like I know what love is real because of my children. But outside of that, with being with somebody, no, I can't really say that.
It's different. It's different. The love that you're talking about is different with your children versus being with a man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
that's
totally like that one day. I get like that. You know, y'all be the first to know.
No, I'm just saying that to say that it's going to be a different feeling because you can't equate them the same because you can't sleep with your kids.
Correct.
So there's a whole different attribute and a whole different type of love you'll have for that person that you're talking about.
But what I'm saying
is, and I'm saying
that I know.
That's what I'm saying. The love that you know
come from the players downstairs.
Yeah, and that's not the same love that we're talking about. That's why I'm saying that.
But
right.
it ain't been there, JT. And I ain't even gonna hold you. He's
right.
my ex-husband to tell you.
But you know what? That's fine, and that's okay. And if more people really recognize what their feelings were, a lot of people get married.
That's right.
Children out of convenience. Versus that thing
when in love with the person.
Again, they're fake social contract. Yep. Society tells you they have whole channels like Hallmark Channel and Lifetime channels that tell you need to feel this way and this is what it looks like, but it doesn't.
You got to have this. You got to have that.
Yeah, like they got 7 different kinds of love: Eros, Agape, rest of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so.
Hold on. Smoke want to say something. He's holding on his tongue. What you got to say, Smoke?
Yeah, I'm good. Hey, go ahead, JT. You got it. Go ahead.
what I'm saying is, if you have that versatility of love and those different factors of love, ultimately you have to pick one.
Yeah.
That way is unconditional love, and that's love that God had for us, right?
That's I'll die for you, love.
That's agape. There's nobody in this chat. There's nobody in the world that you can really go to and be like, yo, I know your wife did you crazy as shit. Hey, if somebody had her kidnapped and said, hey, blow your brains out for her, like, say, what? Like, nah, here the pistol, blow your brains out for her. Nah. Yeah, you do. I'm calling 911.
There's 8 billion people on earth. I'll find a woman tomorrow.
And I'm not saying that, though. You made it sound real crazy. What I'm saying is that unconditional love, nobody has ever reached that spectrum. You have conditions up until the point where this shit is like, you ain't shit. You pissing me off. You're taking my shit. You're not respecting me. I do not feel the way I should feel as a man in this relationship or a woman in this relationship, and I'm not going to deal with it.
Okay.
So you're talking about prenup, why would I give you half of my shit? Kill yourself.
All right. So we got Monique, anything you want to say? Monique, is there anything you want to say before we go to the next question? You good?
I know you're good, Monique. I know.
I don't want to say nothing on this topic because y'all gonna think I'm deranged in the head.
No, you can't be no worse than Miss Shopaholic, baby. Go ahead.
Yes, we do. Man, listen. Y'all better not ever again.
Oh, she coming back.
Ever again. Because she'll trick me on social media. You see her social media? This is a sweet girl. She do good work. Then you hear that little half a mouth.
Yeah.
I was appalled.
I dude's ass. Like, huh?
I say, oh.
Yeah.
I say, look.
He did some of that to rile y'all up.
Push him down and take his cane.
You want the shit for that. That shit was fucking.
Oh my God. Let me get this next question out. See, Jazz gonna take shots smoke before I go to the next question.
Got some food, man.
All right.
I had to get him back.
See, let me ask y'all this. And with this prenup stuff, do you think sex
you got me back?
I got you back. Come on, ask your question.
Do you think with all this prenup stuff, do you think
okay, Jazz, I'm coming for you, Jazz.
Smoke, hold on, let me get this out. Do you think with this prenup stuff, do you think like sex is one of the biggest causes of divorce? Do you think sex is one of the biggest causes of divorce? Sex. Do you think that's one of the biggest causes of divorce? You think that's why? Is that the biggest? I know financial's going to jump in there, but do you think that's the biggest cause? What do y'all think the biggest cause of divorce is?
What you think, Smoke?
Finances and kids. I don't think sex has. It's a factor, but it don't really have everything to do with why people split.
You think kids is?
Finances and
kids.
Yep.
You don't think sex is?
He said, don't nobody want your kids?
Not at all.
You don't think sex is? Huh? What if the person can't produce in that area? A lot of women will bounce.
Well, I have had a friend who has divorced his wife because she couldn't have children. He wanted children.
Yeah.
So they got a divorce.
That was a deal breaker for him.
He didn't know that beforehand?
No, she lied to him.
Her fault.
Oh yeah, well she got what she.
A woman lying. Go figure.
You know what? You know what? Smoke jumps on to the negative every time. Lord.
I'll say this, Tim. Like, okay. Sex is not the number one priority. Like, if me and my wife got divorced tomorrow, I'm not going to be in a club looking for somebody to take home. Like, I don't want that physical attachment. I don't want that emotional attachment. Especially,
well, men are good at not attaching to women. They can sleep with a woman and won't even attach to her tomorrow.
I'm not 19. So,
I mean, be 19 to do that. You could be 49 and you could sleep with somebody.
Well, people still doing what they did at 19 and they 49, 30 years different. Shame on them. I don't want them.
I'm saying that's the nature of the man, though. I'm just saying that's an age thing.
I get it, but I have no desire to spread my seed like I did in my late teens, early 20s. Like, I don't want to do that. Okay. I don't think it's productive. I don't think it's helpful. And if I was to ever divorce from my wife and I was single again, I just want to know who you are, what you about. I don't want your body. I mean, I'd like to admire it, but I don't want to touch you. I don't want to get caught up into that because that is misleading. Sex is a misnomer, it's misleading, and it gets you to a point where you don't need to be as a man, especially when you're healed.
I mean, if everything's still working, I mean, ain't no reason for you not to be as active as you can be. I mean, it don't stop.
It's a matter of self-control, regardless if it works or not. It works.
I'm not talking about if you divorced. I'm saying if you are married.
So in marriage, the biggest attraction after being with one person for multiple years is the emotional connection.
For some.
I mean, for most, you can call it the majority. But once you violate that emotional bond, it's harder to reconnect with that person physically because you don't feel the same way about it. It's not that they get up and naked from bed and go get in the shower. You don't be like, damn, you got a fat ass. The attraction is there, but the ability to perform like that when your heart is broken, it's next to impossible.
Well, some of that's true, but I'm saying the emotion part is part of it. But still, the physical part, because you still want your wife to be conditioned, which it could still be an attraction. You want her to be working out with you.
If it's a fucking porn star or some chick hosting a fucking, like, sex don't move. There's more to life than sex at this point in my life.
Right, but that's you. That's not everybody.
I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying
you have to when you say that, you have to gauge that in a matter you're talking only about yourself. What you did. I didn't say you didn't. I'm just saying.
People
don't think like that.
It just don't move me like that. Like, I mean, I like sex. Who doesn't? Mm-hmm. But I'm not about to put myself in a place where sex controls my thoughts, my actions, and my intentions. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. So who do you, my last question is, who do you think wants it more, men or women? Sex.
Women.
Women. Men.
Smoke, what you think? You've been here longer than a lot of us.
So you've been here longer than.
I'll put it like this. After a certain age, it don't even matter. And that's female and men. It's because that part of your life is basically when you get that geriatric, shit hurt you that you like, okay, I can't, not tonight. So
I wasn't asking all that. I didn't want to know all that. I was just joking.
But seriously, after a certain age, it don't even matter anymore. It really doesn't. Because just give me my peace, and I'm good.
Okay.
You ain't even got to. You can go out and do whatever you want to. I'm in front of the 85,
and
I'm happy.
She might put that in the prenup, Smoke, that at least 2-3 times a week.
Oh, she ain't getting 85, baby. She's not getting that. I'll destroy it first.
That might be a prenup where you got to do that now.
What's the 85?
Huh?
What's the 85?
85 in TV.
That ain't what he talking
That's right.
No, it ain't.
Well, let me ask y'all two ladies, because y'all the youngest on the panel. Who wants it more, men or women?
I think men do.
Men, women don't.
I think it's when I'm gonna say this: when you dealing with a certain, like, one person, and like you're attracted to that person, and everything is flowing. Like, right. Yeah, you want it with that person a lot, but it's just, I really don't care. It's too much that come with that. They want to come over. When you start doing it with them, they want to ask where you at, what you doing today, good morning. I'm at work.
You don't like nobody say good morning?
I'm at work.
They
Time
say,
to do sleep, motherfucker. I'm woke.
they trying to be nice to you, man. They trying to be nice.
Like, tell me what you want, man. Just tell me what you want. Then after that third, fourth text, all right, what you eating for lunch? What do you want? Are you bringing me something? Oh, can I come by later? That's what you wanted. You should have led with that. Good morning. Can I see you today? I'm trying to pull up because you ain't got your kids today. That's what you should have
He
said.
living that single.
No, I'm not.
Life.
That's why I be like, I don't even want to do it.
Jasmine is straight up G, bro. She worse than every nigga I met in my life, bro.
There you go. Oh my God.
The homies, nigga. Like, you the homies.
Like, I just be like,
Yeah, that's all the little masculine, Jazz.
I just be like, why do you gotta keep texting me? Like,
You don't think that was that masculine, Monique?
No, like
She was like, nigga, what do you want? And nigga, this and nigga, what's up
I
with
don't
that?
say it to them, but that's what I be thinking when I'm texting. Like,
Oh.
it's too much.
Dr. Umar Johnson said after 6 bodies, women aren't invested in sex like that no more. You're doing it for a recreational habit like marijuana.
I don't even want
Don't
it.
mean,
I don't even want it.
you don't need, like, after y'all catch 6 bodies, because y'all got that temple. Upside down V, the temple. Upside down. Y'all got something that men want to worship and pray at. It's the tabernacle.
This is the
I mean, to young niggas. To old niggas like, take it or whatever. I don't give a shit at this point. I'm trying to get this money. I got this bill to pay. I got grown-ass kids in these shit. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
that's how I feel. Like, when I say, why are you texting me 5 or 6 times? Just say what you want the first time. I'm working.
The temple inverted.
Wow.
The motherfuckers want to pray at the temple.
And they ain't even earn the temple. They ain't earn the temple. I don't want to give it to you.
And then they be asking for it like you just supposed to give it to them. Like, I don't even know your name. Like, I just had this conversation with a nice young black man, and that was the topic. Like, you don't even know my name. You ain't asked for no paperwork, no nothing. You just want to be in my body.
Oh wow.
You don't know what I got. You can
Hey.
Let's hit the bedroom. Like,
Oh wow.
That's
where we at.
Believe me, it's that easy now. It really is.
I'm
It's
learning
that
that.
easy.
I'm tired
It's
of
that
that.
easy.
I'm tired of dating.
That's the world. That's the world we live in now, y'all.
you know
Yeah.
what? That's what he said. He said, you know what? You don't understand. You're actually a rarity. He said, because all you gotta do is take a chick out like twice. After the second time, she asking you why you ain't hit her yet. And now I'm offended because y'all hoes making it a little too easy for people like me that don't want to be bothered.
It's that easy, but Monique, it really is that easy. And it ain't even gotta be 2 days.
It could be one
It's
day.
that easy now.
The reality of it is, it's like this. For me, as I've gotten older, I used to use sex as a game. Let me come up real quick off this dummy. And I did. My whole motto was, I don't have sex for a woman to pay me. I have sex with them in A because I can, and B because I'm a breaker, dumbass. That was my mentality. As a younger person, I don't choose to break anybody right now. What you have is what you should leave. If we happen to have a moment, cool. Pimps get paid for this shit. I do it for the fuck of it. I do it because I can.
So
I'm JP, bitch. Like, I do it because I can. I used to do it because I can, but now
You see how he changed his tone real quick.
about the monogamy. Monogamy.
yeah, okay.
I want multiple partners. I don't want one bitch to another. I don't want to do that.
I just be looking at him and I be like, your nails is dirty.
Oh my goodness. What?
Hey, guys, it's crazy you said that because I used to tell my students all the time, they were like, damn, Mr. Burns, you got a nice ass car. You wear suits and shit to work. But I don't think I can do what you do. I was like, okay, so let me give you an example. You're going to go to a club 5 years from now. You're going to go into a bar. You're still about 15 years younger than me. You're going to go into that club with your greasy ass, nasty fingernails, smell like armpit from name tag on your shirt. All right? I'm going to walk in that bitch working all day, but fully suited and booted, pulling up with that Wastash Charger triple black. That was back in the day when I had the Charger. And I'm going to hop out, and every bit you listening for, it's going to be on my shit. That's the difference between you and me and you, young man. That's the difference. So you have to decide, if I can't move you about the people and your ancestors who have died for you to pave a way for you to get to this certain point in your life, let me move you like this, because I know you like the girls. You're always in my office because you're fighting somebody's boyfriend and doing something. Going to the club 10 years from now. And what you do will define who you are when you walk in that border. Name tag boy or suit boy? What you walking out with? You gonna be in the 84 Impala? I'm gonna be in that brand new Charger, triple black. Yeah, it's me. That's the difference between me and you.
Did you get your answer there, James?
I ain't had no question.
Oh, is that Monique? Oh, okay.
JT, I never experienced that, man.
Nah, bullshit, you did.
I never had an opportunity. No, I never had an opportunity. I was married at 22, man.
He been married
I was married at 22.
I was at 23 and divorced.
I never had that opportunity.
Hey, you got experience.
I never had that opportunity. I was always hooked up. I always had a new baby coming.
he was doing them rabbits.
Cut that shit off.
See, that's when he was going 4 times a week. I told y'all.
That's why he got that geriatric issue now.
And I'm hopping on your girlfriend. I'm hopping on your ass.
Out in the field 90.
All right.
I was in the field 90 to 120 days, brother. When I came back, that's all it was. Nothing else.
Right. Getting it in, huh?
So I was deployed for 18 months.
Wow.
And all them children when you came back. I want to know. I want to know.
Ball breaker.
I just want to know.
You're a ball breaker, dude.
Leave me alone, JT.
All right. All right.
I just wanted to know.
All right. Before we go.
What you want to know, Jazz?
Oh, go ahead.
You had all them children. I said you had all them children when you came back.
Yeah.
How close they is in age?
Every last one of them.
They like 9 months or a year apart.
Let me see. My oldest is 40. Okay. My second oldest is 36. My daughter, my oldest daughter is 34. My youngest son is 30, and my youngest daughter is 23.
God bless you.
You know the way your life set up, baby. I don't think my bank account would even be able to help you.
Oh, dang. Oh my.
Because guess what? All of them gonna have to have grandchildren.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to have grandchildren. It was
I'm
4
still
years
buying
apart,
cars
and it
for
was
them.
2 years
I'm
apart.
still
Then it
paying
was
rent
3
and
years
mortgages
apart.
for them.
All right.
You know what? God bless you. You's a good, strong black man. I'm gonna stop talking about you tonight.
Listen to what he's saying.
Tonight.
Before we go, I'm gonna ask a question before we go because we did the show. I'm gonna ask you each one of y'all one at a time. Would you sign a prenup right now, Monique, if you was about to get married?
Yeah, I would be okay with signing a prenup.
Okay. What about you, Jay? See, there we go. We got to get a pause in here.
Yeah.
Would you?
Wait a minute.
The stipulation.
Hey, Monique, can you cook?
For me, yeah.
Monique, you can cook?
You see this arm?
Why do you gonna take your arm? Why do you gonna take your arm?
I go, baby. Bro.
Take your arm.
I'm gonna get with you after. I'm coming down to North Carolina. I'm gonna get with you after the show. Look at that.
He was trying to just take somebody on that cruise and just last 2 weeks ago. Now look, we ain't heard about it yet. And he don't know which one it is. Now if I see you on a boat, Monique, in 2 months.
That's gonna do me because I'm going on a cruise in 2 months. Don't do me.
JT, you heard me, right? JT, he said he don't even know who the wife is.
Yeah, he done heard that. He done turned down. Smoke. Would you sign a prenup right now, Smoke?
Would I sign a prenup right now?
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to give them.
I ain't asked you that. I said,
I ain't got nothing.
Have some. They might have some.
Hey. Well, not if they got something, but no, she ain't got nothing either.
No, I said she got some. Would you sign a prenup?
I hope she
No.
pot at you.
They over there discussing.
I mean, for me personally, no, I wouldn't sign a prenup because I'm about my duty. So no, I wouldn't sign a prenup.
I don't think the prenup will stop you from doing your duty, but she's protecting her asset. JT, what you got? Would you sign a prenup?
Yeah, I would sign a prenup, but with pre-negotiated conditions.
Okay, that makes sense. And that's what I would do. Yeah, based on the conditions and things, I'll sign it, no problem.
I want to hear what they keep pre-negotiating.
He said they got to leave what they came with. That's it.
Well, that's number one. And if you made more money than me, instead of me looking for alimony or spousal support, I need a set amount set aside that you're going to give me, and I'll sign your prenup. And I'm not talking about like $1 million. I'm talking about, hey, give me $25,000 and going about your way.
Okay, if she worth $30 million, how much you looking for? If she worth 30,
if she worth 30, I need $1,500 for my choice.
$1,500, that's it.
Oh, yeah, shit. It's the principalities behind the shit.
30 million?
Yeah.
Bread, motherfucker. Like, how you do it? You gonna break bread?
No.
But I was wrong for signing a prenup only if he paid all the bills.
I said pre-negotiate. This doesn't make you move into my prenup.
No. They like JT he contradicted himself.
For conditions, no. Coming in my shit with nothing, I need something. Give me that 15, give me that 10. You going about your way.
If she worth 30 million, she at least slide you one meal, 1.2 or something.
Hey, slide me something, cuz you got to come out with something.
That's why I'm with you on the pre-negotiation and make sure that's put in the prenup. If y'all divorce, at least let me go with 1.5 or something.
I don't want your half. I don't even want half of your shit.
Because look, when I'm with her, I'm trying to even build what she have, even with the 30. So at least give me something.
I'm good for 25 racks. Going about your way.
No, okay, well he good. I'm taking 1.4.
I mean that's cool. I feel you, but just give me 20. Give me something. Give me something more than what you brought into this bitch, man. You can go on about your way.
I've been broke again. It don't matter. I'm good. Just let me. Just only thing you can do for me is just leave me alone.
Just leave you alone.
If we're done, just leave me alone.
Check.
That's it.
That's it, bro.
Leave me alone.
That's all I want to see. You sound like Lil Daryl. Leave me alone.
He said go far away.
Yeah, crazy. It was a good show, man. Anybody watching, like, subscribe, share, and until next time, maybe we might do a part 2 to this because we might get shopaholic in on this.
We better not, because if I go again and I see, I'm gonna
Took 15 seconds to last week's show, bro. She got therapy for an hour and 6 minutes.
No, we was on the phone more than an hour. We is not doing that every day.
No,
I will
oh my God, y'all terrible.
Shopaholic like that. Miss Shopaholic had a turn last week.
She did.
She had looking real stupid and retarded. And I'm trying to help her out. She like, nah, he ain't got enough money and he ain't bringing in, and I made him this and that. Like, yo, shut the fuck up. Let's have a good night.
Yeah, crazy. Man, like, subscribe, share. Until next time, y'all get some sleep, and we'll do this again next week. Oh my goodness.
Hey Monique, don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere, Monique.
You might be going to Egypt, Monique.